So this is a scene from Breaking Bad. They're in a car and they just went to the museum. I'm going to turn off my camera. All right, you guys take a moment, just sort of connect to something in your own life that, roots you in truth. That's the vibe that you would have in the scene, and sort of take that essence and bring it into your now who you are in the scene. You're no longer Ethan and Sarah, these characters, and you're in the car. And just reflecting for a moment where you were. And right before you start, just tap into that real honest moment that you connect to as Ethan and Sarah to launch you into the scene, just to keep you and root you in truth. Here we go. Ready? And action.
I don't get it. Why would someone pin a picture of a door again? Like, over and over.
All right, I'm going to stop you. Sarah, you have now burned your hand or your lips with your cigarette.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
You're going to smoke.
Do it right.
Just do it right, or don't have a cigarette. One or the other, because you're going to pull the audience out going, wow, her palm is on fire. Is she okay? All right. So we don't want that to happen.
Okay, sorry.
All right. And when you hold a cigarette, you don't hold it in the middle. You hold it usually closer to the filter. There you go. Unfortunately, I smoke.
It's okay. Brad had to teach me the same thing for an old city.
So it's like this? I hold it like this?
No, now you look like you're disabled. You just do not hold a cigarette that way. No. Okay, all right. Let me turn on my camera. I never thought I would have to show somebody this, but because I'm ashamed that I smoke like this. Okay, see?
Like this. Oh.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
Or
okay.
if you were really cool, then you were like, smoke like this. One or the other.
No. Probably this.
No,
Probably.
not like this. Okay? you do maybe like this. Hey, what's going on?
Like this.
What's going on? Yeah, I like that, right? But most likely, you would probably smoke like this.
Most likely like this.
See where my fingers are, kind of at the filter there?
Yeah.
I can't stand the fact that I'm showing you how to smoke. It makes me sick in the stomach because it's such an awful habit.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
All right, so just, here we go. Let's try it again. I'm gonna turn off my camera.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You're in the car, and don't make this the smoking scene. So
I won't.
So just take a cup. Unless this whole scene is this scene about smoking.
No. It just mentions it. It mentions it. That's why I have a cigarette.
All right, so then you can take a couple of drags. Then will the scene still work if you put the cigarette out?
Yeah.
All right, so just take a couple of drags and then put the cigarette out, and then don't make the scene about smoking anymore. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Ready? And action.
I don't get it. Why would someone pin a picture of a door over and over again, like dozens of times until, like why?
But it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was.
It was the same subject, but like it was different every time. Like her mood was different, the light was different. She saw something new each time she painted it.
And that sounds psycho to you?
Okay, well then why should we do anything more than once? Should I just smoke this one cigarette, or should we just have sex once if it's the same thing?
Oh, no.
Or maybe we should just watch one sunset or live just one day. Because each time's a different experience.
Okay, fine. I guess the cow skull pictures were cool. But a door? Like, I'll say it again, flipping a door.
But why not a door? Sometimes you get fixated on something and you don't know why. You open yourself up and go with the flow, and wherever the universe takes you.
So the universe took this lady to a door, and she just had to paint it over and over like 20 times until it was perfect.
No, I wouldn't say that. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, some things.
Oh, that was so cute. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
You can't admit that I'm right. Like that stupid O'Keefe lady kept painting that door over and over again until it was perfect.
No, that door was her home. And she loved it. To me, that's about making the feeling last.
That scene.
Wait, nice job. Very good, you guys. Really good. Nice job. Okay, Sarah, put the cigarette sooner. Okay. Literally,
Okay.
drop the cigarette like 2 lines in. And same, the scene doesn't have to be about cigarettes. Both of you are holding cigarettes the whole time, and it becomes a cigarette thing. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you guys did.
yeah.
You guys did really nice. It was really good. Okay, really
Thanks.
good. Very close. And for a first time, you know, for like if I called you in for an audition, I would take your hand. Absolutely. I would say,
Really?
yeah, I would call you back. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll call you both back. So good job. So now I'm going to give you some notes, and
Okay.
I'm going to give you some notes, and you'll think about them and bring it back.
Okay.
I don't mean to kind of like keep hitting this, but both of you, like, let's not make the scene is not about smoking.
It's a big deal. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like if I hold it too much,
well,
it's,
again, and then we keep watching. First of all, it pulls the audience out because there's no smoke.
Yeah.
Second of all, why are you holding why are you both holding a cigarette for so long that's not lit? So just,
you're right. I know.
So just either take a couple of drags of this fake cigarette. Mm-hmm. One of you puts it out, and then the other one could put it out. Let's just not make it a scene about smoking. Unless it's a scene about smoking, let's not make it. Because you guys, it's about you. So I want the scene to be about you guys. Okay?
Yeah.
And so we'll drop, literally within 3 or 4 lines, both of you
3 or 4 lines just done.
Both of you should be done with the cigarettes.
Okay.
Or at least one of you. And then 2 or 3 lines later, the other one done. Don't forget that, you're both drug addicts. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Sarah, on your end, when Ethan talks to you about this stuff, why door? Over and over again. Like, what the fuck? Like, don't forget that you are extreme. It was your idea to go to the museum, right?
Yeah.
So this makes you feel really unique, really special. Like, makes me feel smart. And how is he making you feel by saying this shit? Dumb. Like, you're stupid. Why do you give a shit about a stupid painting about doors?
It's because it's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
So you need to be more like distraught and pain because of what you experienced when you were looking at the painting. And he's kind of insulting your creativity.
He doesn't care. Yeah.
Well, yeah. He doesn't get it. And I get it. So Ethan, the more, you do this thing that's really fun, and I want you to just go further with it, is just this sort of confusion and awe of who does this. Well, like, for example, like if you looked at a painting, like what does Van Gogh paint? A bowl of fruit.
Yeah.
Like, I could just see you being like, well, what's up with Van Gogh? Like, what's so special about that? It's a bowl of fruit.
My God.
Like,
I would be so upset.
Or like, he just hates the sky, the night. Like, who gives a shit? I can just look at the night, So that's where.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So that's what you're hearing when he said, and that's the same thing with you, Ethan. Like, you just don't get it, okay? And I think part of the fun, Ethan, is that you can look at is, does Sarah sort of open your eyes a little to, like, do you end up appreciating art in a different way at all in the scene, or you kind of just you don't get it, and it's the only thing that's perfect is her?
I would say in this scene, I'm more along the lines of that, but if anything, if I did become more appreciative of art, it would be because of her. Like, That's the only reason. Like
Oh, thank
it
you.
would remind me of her, like the
All
art.
right. So then I'm gonna be like into art because it will make her happy, even though I don't get it.
Yeah.
So did you ever watch The Office?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember Jenny Elfman? She plays Pam.
Mm-hmm.
So she's the secretary, and she's got that boyfriend who's not Jim. And she does like an art show, and her boyfriend is like, "I love what you do. I love like your art."
Yeah.
And he's just kind of doesn't get it, and just the way he says it is sort of like,
it's really funny.
Yeah, it's very sort of level-headed and non-creative. So don't be afraid to kind of just be on board, like what you're saying. Like I'm into it. Yeah. Like what's with the door? Like, and she kind of educates you and you're on board. And then when you realize that maybe you're kind of not getting it, Ethan, that's when you're like, what's perfect is you. Like you kind of have to save yourself because you're kind of digging yourself into a hole, and you need to get out of this hole, and you're going to switch it around to a compliment. And what does she do? She says, "I think I want to throw up in my mouth," off of your compliment.
I love it.
How do you feel about having given her that compliment, and she says, "You just made me want to vomit in my mouth"?
I thought it was sarcasm from her.
Yeah. So how do you feel about it? Do you think that you were being a poet? I would make that choice.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to be an artist, the only thing that's beautiful and perfect is you. Like a poet. And she says, "I think I want to throw up." Like it's like if you did a drawing, Ethan, and you feel like you're an artist now, and you show it to me, and I go, "That's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life." How do you feel about being creative, like she's wanting you to be, and she says, "You make me want to throw up" with that compliment? Fun of that is your reaction to it, right?
Yeah.
So, and then how do you just kind of, I don't know, did you hurt his feelings a little bit, Sarah?
I mean, maybe, but I was kind of just joking. Like I'm gonna,
I understand.
Even though,
I mean, listen, I get it, but I see how you're joking. I understand. But let's just take can we drop the cigarette already? Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just holding it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I put it away. I put it away.
No, Sarah, I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you. So just note how polar opposite this moment goes from. Okay, it goes from "you are the most beautiful, perfect thing I've ever seen in my life" to "throw up." And how unnerving that would be for somebody who just gave you a compliment like that. And so don't be afraid to say what you say. And then Ethan, let that land. And then off of that landing, Sarah, what do you say? He says, "You're perfect." And you say, I just think I just threw up in my mouth," being playful, like you say. And then what do you say, Ethan?
I say, "You can't just admit that I'm right," like that lady kept painting it over and over.
All right. So how do you get from "you're perfect" to "I think I threw up in my mouth" to what you just said? Why do you say
that? Because it does make sense if I made that choice of being like poetic.
And she just insulted you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she just insulted you, and what is your response to that? You say what?
"You can't admit that I'm right."
I'm right about what?
The door.
Okay, why do you start talking about the door now?
That makes sense. To go back to the door, because that probably hurt my feelings a little bit.
That's right. That's what you do in rehearsal, is you flesh it out by asking these questions. How do I get to that? Like, why in the hell would I start talking about the stupid door again? Well, because she just hurt my feelings and I don't want her to see. And if I start talking about the door, it makes me feel smart again. And, fuck the door, fucking door, stupid door. And off of, I was trying to be an artist. So both of you just keep doing what I would say, just keep doing what you're doing. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm gonna remember these notes just because, like I said, the cigarette.
Yeah, I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you about the cigarette. It's not a big deal. You guys did great, really good. I would call you back, so you're called back to bring it back next week.
I'm so excited.
Let's see what you do with these notes, okay?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Ethan, one of your gifts is the lost, confused drug addict. Okay, you play that really well. And Sarah, you are so charming and likable.
Oh,
no matter what you do, you get away with it. Okay, so you can say a line like, I think I just threw up in my mouth. I like you, even when you say that. You're still appealing and fun to watch and magnetic. And then, but I'm enjoying that moment. But the moment that's going to seal it and nail it for me is your reaction to that, Ethan. Like, I just think I just threw up in my mouth. And let's see what you. Just say that to him real quick, Sarah.
Oh, that's so cute. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That's it. Huh? What? I was being like creative there. Like, threw up in your mouth. Well, okay. A stupid door. It's not a door. It's not fucking a door.
Yeah, it's also kind of comedic, I think, in that moment, even though he's also hurt, like the fact that it goes back to the door.
I mean, it's not even kind of, it's hysterical.
Yeah.
Not to you guys, to the viewer, of course, but one of the principles of comedy is pain, having somebody in pain. Suffering is one of the principles. So you guys work on your pain, bring it back.
Brad,
thank you so much, Brad.
Sure.
Would you consider this scene a complete comedy, or is it a drama with comedic elements?
I mean, the show is kind of a drama, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a drama. Yeah,
it's a drama. So it would be a drama. This is a drama, a drama with comedic moments.
Yeah.
So.
I love it.
Good job.
Thank you so